Okay, to start off today, hopefully we can turn this guy into a toolsmith. I have a feeling for what I want to accomplish today. We will need quite a few more diamond tools without it being really annoying to come back here and repair this. I really don't know what time of day it is though, so I don't know when he'll take this, but let's wait and find out. Okay, finally, I had to break some of our decor out there, but we have a toolsmith. And do these two different levels? Nope. So we got to level him up some to find out if he has the iron trade, which is going to be the most important thing for us to find out. Please, because I don't have very many other emeralds or paper to get more emeralds. Because I have not been keeping up on my sugar cane at all. Once I got a couple stuff, it's like I just stopped. Yes! Okay, we have a lot of iron upstairs. So let's find out if he's going to give us anything good. Please. Okay, cool. Well, I guess we don't know yet, but I can kind of hop out of here. And I can go ahead and replace these furnaces. I have an extra one from somewhere. And now that can go in there. And then I think it was there. So this is kind of our blacksmith house that I have spent a long time decorating. We have their little workshop, and like a furnace. Lava goes underneath there, but I had to break these. I didn't want the villagers escaping and hitting it, so I'll put that back. But yeah, I actually really like how this place turned out, and the use of not bookshelves. What are these things called again? Oh, that's going to bug me. Shelves. Yeah, not bookshelves, just normal shelves. The use of the shelves with items, I think, goes a long way. We also updated our interior here a little bit to just do some more final touches. And like I said, we have a lot of iron built up, which is great. So I'm going to go ahead and see if he gives us pickaxes, is in particular what we're going to look for. Because we need to upgrade this. We also need to get a second set, which will right now act as my spare set, to go on our shop stand. And we need to upgrade our tools. But then we also need to get to this today. So I built this nice little diagonal kind of Hobbit-esque style house. This is where the blacksmiths live besides the master toolmaker downstairs, and my mending guy is currently downstairs with him. But the functionality of this house is going to be using these guys. We're going to do a oozing infestation slime farm, because I only got one slime block worth from the swamp I went to the other day. And we need more slime blocks. I want to build my first flying machine ever, which I'll probably use for a bamboo farm, so then we can have infinite chests and I can stop doing this kind of stuff just for chests. I mean, I still need that wood for building, but yeah, that's where we're heading for today. Let's go ahead and get our apprentice or journeyman guy leveled up and find out if he has the tools that we need. Sweet! Done some trading, and turns out he does have a pickaxe. Definitely not the kind that I was hoping for, and it's slow going with just one to get emeralds. But I'm going to trade up a few, bring these over to the skeleton area, just unenchant them, do a full enchant because I got some levels, and then we're going to hop on over to the Nether. I think we're ready. It took an entire stack of iron blocks because their prices kept getting more expensive. But these are the two pickaxes I got, and that's what I enchanted them. Just one try. You know, just a little bit better than nothing. And I don't think I've really shown the Nether. It's nothing fancy. Yeah. Last time I was here, I dug the staircase down and explored for a while to find a Nether fortress. But instead of following staircase down, I got a bunch of ladders in my inventory. I want to go ahead and dig a 2x1 down, and we'll just push it back a tiny bit so I don't accidentally fall down it ever. Now, hopefully, I don't find lava and mine too quickly into it, because that could be bad. But we're basically going to go down, and this is why I brought a boat with me. Let's put ladders up, and we'll float down. I love boats in this game. It's kind of scary, but that ended up relatively okay. I really should take my coordinates. I don't know what block I need to build up now. Let's just take a guess. We're down at 14, and you use F3 and G at the same time to find your chunk borders. And yeah, we're just going to go until these two guys are broken and mending doesn't keep up for the other two. And then we have this here. We're going to just put netherrack up top, lava buckets in the back, cooking up some more food. But yeah, we're going to use that to go ahead and get our netherrack turned into bricks, because I don't like wasting blocks. We got our first 4. I don't know how many exactly I need to get, but I need to get enough for 2 armor sets and all my tools preferably. So we're going to be here a while. We have broken 1 diamond pick, and there's a lava lake relatively close, so I can't dig too far in the direction I decided to start in, sadly. Yep, I'm not going to show any more of the mining. It's just going to be more of the same, and we'll catch up once I have these, because then we need to get an upgrade, which means we have to go to a bastion. I might have gone a little bit overboard. I kind of just zoned out as I watched Foot build a university for plants. But yeah, this is kind of what we got going on as we did all that. We got some quartz. Apparently, when you kill a ghast, you have a chance of a disc now. I didn't know that. I should take that with me. What else did we get? Oh yeah. Yeah. So let's go ahead and, what is that? 17 pieces is what we can make with that. Trade a little bit with a piglin down here as well. But now we need to actually be able to use this stuff. We need to go find that smithing upgrade tool, which requires a bastion. I'm not looking forward to that a whole bunch, honestly. And there's no reason for me to keep this directly in my inventory. Okay. And I have that, yep. So, finding a bastion shouldn't be too bad. I'm surrounded by massive lava lakes here. And, yeah, hopefully we can just find one. I will hop back once I'm there, because traveling in the Nether is dangerous, and I don't want to die doing something stupid. So, yeah. Well, I found a Nether fortress before a bastion. Ooh, I don't like that. I have found a bastion. I got crying obsidian and glowstone on the way to make a respawn anchor, just in case I die. But you know what I left in the chest back there? Wood. I can't make a crafting table. So we are just going to have to hope that I don't die. And yeah, we're going to kind of just dig into this thing. I don't know what kind of bastion this is. I don't know the different types of them. And see kind of what we're dealing with. Oh, I don't even have gold on. This is going to be awful. Everything is going to attack me. This is it's the one with the treasure loot room. Now I don't trust anything in here. I expect piglin brutes to just fall off the ceiling at me, which is terrifying. I don't even know if I will do all the chests. I might just do the ones down there, honestly, and head back as quickly as possible, because I don't want to die. And we got so much to work on today. So let's be sneaky and let's move forward carefully. We're back down in our little forge area, and now that we are back, we can go ahead and get crafting. I'm going to have to mine a lot more of my saved up diamonds, and honestly, I might put some of these on the floor. I think that could look good down here. We'll see. But I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for armor, and 5 for tools, and another 5, so I need 15-ish. Let's see how many we can make after all of this. I don't even know if I have 15 netherrack on me. Okay. I don't have 15 netherrack on me. But at least we can make these a little bit faster each time. Okay. This is going to be all of my diamonds. That's okay. It will be worth it. Currently, I can only make 14, but let's go ahead and just start with, before we can even do any of that, we need to actually smelt this down. Almost forgot. We'll get that and that. And what a better way to use my blast furnaces in here than to smelt down my first little ancient debris ever. I want 8 apiece. Beautiful. And then we can just do, I don't know if these actually smelt faster in a blast furnace. Oh, you can't click on it if there's the, that kind of sucks. Didn't know that you couldn't click on it if you have amber on the front. That's okay. We'll just get all of these smelted on down and make a little mass crafting of netherite as much as we can. We need to make sure we save one of those because I don't want to have to go hunt down more of them. Do I have 4 more? Yeah, but they're covered. Yeah, okay. The rest of them get to smelt down normally. Oh, that is a lot for one little time. Okay, so do we have enough for all of our tools here? And then boom, and boom. And then we have more than enough to craft our armor there at the end. Those 2 spots are empty because I had these 2 pickaxes down just as I took out the netherite scrap. Get a little bit of mending action. Okay. Boots first. Then we go pants. Chest plate. Helmet. Pickaxe. Fortune pickaxe. Axe. Sword. And shovel. We are almost there to being fully done. We gotta get some soul speed on our boots. We gotta get swift sneak on our pants. Chest plate I think is fine, and helmet is fine. We also need to get feather falling 4 instead of 3 on the boots. Rest of our gear is pretty much as good as I need. Now that we have our netherite, let's go ahead and start working on the ooze farm. I also will need to get more diamonds in order to do the netherite for the shop there. But I gotta design out this room, what's gonna look like, and I think it's a 5x5 pit for the ooze. So I'm trying to figure out how I want that to be. I also started just a little lava farm here because I don't have a good way to get any. But yeah, let's get designing. I think I got a layout that I like. So we come in, we go down some big old stairs, The stone brick is indicating a wall. The chisel brick is a doorway. But we come on down, and we have a big old dining table. And then I want to do maybe a diagonal fireplace if I can pull it off, because that's where our fireplace is actually outside. Or just do a flat one back here. And then we'll come in, kind of go down into a storage pantry, root cellar type thing, up into a small kitchen. Or you can come this way to the brewing stand area, which we'll need for the ooze farm. Or up into a bedroom that has a fire pit and a wardrobe. Over this way for the nether warts. Through the hallway, back up, there'll be a wall dividing the kitchen here. Over to the ooze farm. That's kind of the layout I'm going with. I think I want to do blackstone or something for the actual walls. So we'll see. I gotta work out how that's going to work and how the transitions up and down will work with my walls. Yeah, let's do the walls and then ceiling, and then we'll decorate from there. I went mining a little bit because all of my deep slate is deep slate, and I need some cobble deep slate. And I also need diamonds, you know. But I ran into this. So I don't really think I should be here. Oh, are those the ones that make this stuff spread, or are those the ones that scream? I can't see anything. And I don't have torches. So for now, we're just... Oh, but there's diamonds right there. Hold up. We need the diamonds for the armor. Okay. We'll take these. Now we know where an ancient city is. Well, supposedly. Somewhere. And let's play it. And yeah, we'll just switch directions. Ooh, do I want that in the build? No. Okay, we'll switch directions, and yeah, I'll just keep gathering what I need. We made some good progress. We have walls for the most part now. I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I want to do a diagonal fireplace. Haven't figured that out. But we're going to have table set here. It's kind of what I'm thinking. This way up into a small, and I do mean small because we have our sniffer rail track right there, kitchen, and down into a decent sized pantry, and then over this way we'll lead you into a brewing area, and we have these guys just as little pipe ventilations. I don't have enough lava to fill them all up yet. And then into a corridor. This I want to make into a bedroom with a fireplace and a wardrobe. Over into nether wart, which we'll need for those potions. From the nether wart, down the hallway and up a little bit will be our farm. So I want to go ahead and finish figuring out what I want to do for the roof and this wall and kind of interior, and then we'll end it off with the farm. I might have just said that I don't need this block, and I might have lied to you. I might have made a little tripped the warden a few times as I hurried off and ran away. But this is our netherware area now. Also, these things are kind of a pain to mine, but I really like how this area kind of just came together. This is the apothecary's just corrupt and weird experimental ground. It's kind of how I'm envisioning this. Everything in here is a good light level for mushrooms to grow. Our edges are at like a 2 light level, which means mobs still can't spawn. And I plan on keeping the mushrooms that are on these little fancy blocks, so hopefully more will grow around. We'll find out if what I did actually works. We obviously have our netherware area. Our walls are all done here. The bedroom is still a bit plan, but we have our ceiling done. I want these 2 walls to be something different than this, but I don't know what yet. So working my way through that. As we go to this area, hasn't changed too much. I do need to decide what stage of copper I want this to be. We did get our lava buckets all filled up. And then these barrels. These are my storage for the area for buckets and for my brewing stuff. I don't know if I like just the barrels being there. I might need to make the entire floor barrel in order for it to kind of have some cohesion. And then we come in here. First off, I highly took inspiration off of one of Whip's Dwarven's Keeps videos for the table design. I just added some shelves to it basically. And that chair is just straight up stolen from him. Thought it was a good chair. I don't know what block is supposed to be here. I'm missing a block. And then we have a bench and some of these guys. Now, if you step on the plates, it does kind of mess with my stuffs. So, no jumping on tables. I do need a centerpiece. Maybe some sea pickles or something can go in there. As we go up, our kitchen is kind of decked out. We have a little range over the cooking areas. We have another big, nice little fire area. And the area down here, I've been thinking more and more about my pantry. I think this storage for the ooze farm, which should be just like right here, right? I think I'll have hoppers that have the storage go down into the pantry. That way if I need to grab slime for something, I can kind of just go straight down and in and get it instead of having to go all the way around. That could be a neat little feature. And yeah, and then we got beams and copper ceilings for just a little touch of color. Also, the diagonal fireplace. I did it. At least I like it. So I'm going to say I did it. I think the walls, kind of as the fence here, work out really well to contain it. Can't accidentally walk on them. So we need to figure out the bedroom and then basically just the ooze farm. We're finally down to like the thing that we made this video to do. Get XPs and get slimes. I'm going to use the gas record disc and the jukebox that I saved up because that is my last diamond, I think. No, I used my diamond for this jukebox. Can I not make a record player anymore? Or is that just the side texture? I don't use music discs often in this game. Okay, it's just the side texture. So I'm going to steal this from my chair, my gas music disc, and we need amethyst. Oh, I do have some more diamonds. Oop, and amethyst. We're in there. Cool. I think 24 is the max we can get before entity cramming. Although I know warped stringy guys, the warp stems, not stems, warp vines, prevent entity cramming somehow. So maybe we can stick them all down into warp vines and then we can get even more allays in one spot. That could be something fun just to test out. But let's go ahead and get the stuff we need to make this happen. I have spent a while trying to figure out how to make this decently efficient, but also not straight up copy someone. And I think this is the first time I've made a farm that I guess I've made. So the only way that I could find a climbable block that I could also do damage reliably to the Allays was using a ladder and then a water. And then when they have the infestation potion, they take damage. Silverfish pop out. When the half slabs were on the top, the silverfish would get stuck on the ladder going up and not be able to get out. And I couldn't find a different combination of blocks that was between 0.5, which is how high the half slab is, and 0.41, which is how high it would have to be for the Allays not to escape, and the silverfish to be able to still get out. So this is kind of the layout I ended up with. I think when I build this, I'll move this one block up, giving the silverfish an easier time to get down there. And then same with the silverfish, I used a ladder to make it so that they, or not a ladder, I used vines for silverfish, so that they wouldn't take entity cramming damage. Because if mobs are on a climbable block, like the ladder, the vines, they don't entity cram. So we can stack a bunch of them up, then throw in a potion of oozing here, smack them, and most of the slimes, I think, just kind of suffocate themselves. So maybe by moving this up, they won't. I don't know. We'll have to test that out real quick. But this is kind of the design we're going for. It's way bigger than what I wanted for my space, but I think it will work, and I made it. Let's put it together. Now that we finally have our guy in his spot, I have 2 dispensers above here. One will be for a water bucket, and the other, I'm hoping the infestation potion just hitting right there, it should splash them. But I haven't tested that. But we can use our gas disc that we found and get a bunch of these guys. Ooh, before I get too far, let's get the ladder in there. Okay, so now it should just be as simple as not having something in my offhand and holding down this. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I plan on getting 1 to 2 stacks. Any more than that is probably way overkill for what I need. It is time to brew up our first potions. Now, I kind of just have the stuff here prepped. If we put some blaze powder in there, I think we need to make awkward potions to start both of these. And I hope I'm right. And I don't have my slime on me, so I'm going to have to go ahead and run and get that. Now, the only thing I care about is that we get enough slime balls from our test here to make another slime block. Otherwise, I have to go back to the swamp, and I don't really want to do that. These are now awkward potions. I believe if I just put the slime block in that one, and this stone block in this one, this will make the infestation potion, and this will make the slime potion. Now we add some gunpowder to each of these to make them splash potions. And we should be up and running. I did not breed up all of the allays I want. It takes, you get like 1, maybe 2 breeds every time you play the music disc, and I don't think I'm able to breed all of them in there, so I get like 1 or 2 to breed, and it just takes too long. Okay, come on. Here we go. Infestation, let's not splash ourselves. These are something I don't have a lot of right now. This is kind of the area that I built up that we're looking at. We have redstone lines running to. This is going to be the infestation. This is a bucket of water do damage to the Allays. And my redstone just runs down to my kill chamber area for me to activate from down there. That will be the ooze. The first one I'm going to throw by hand because I really don't want to miss and not hit them all. I don't know if that will hit them all. Let's cover this up so they don't come flying out. It should be as simple as I'm not in the right area. Here we go. This one should be the water. Yep, heard it dispense. You have to wait for them to start taking damage, and then we'll flick the infestation potion. Okay, there we go. Okay, I hear solarfish coming down. I wanna be able to see this though. This is going to be the pantry with an entrance that way, and I don't know. I might make the entrance from the kitchen to up top here. Now, obviously, I have way less allays than my test for this, so the solarfish is going to be a lot slower. But that's okay. I'm going to wait for them all to pile up, and then we'll see how we do. We have a lot more silverfish sitting at the top of the vine from last time, but we still have a bunch that ended up down here. If I splash the middle, I'm hoping to get them all. And I think I did. Let's pop this in so I can repair some. I have my armor on in case things go bad. Okay. Oh my goodness. I didn't really think about collection. I don't know if I should make this mud block so hoppers can be underneath or something. And I probably need sweeping edge 3 on the sword to make this go a little bit better. But this seems to be going phenomenally. Okay. So my pickaxe is almost filled. Once it is, I can switch it out for this one. Because our XP can only be absorbed so fast, I can kind of sit here and wait for tools to fill up. Nice. Well, I think we have enough slime balls to reproduce one slime block. Oh, that is so silly. Yeah, I need to double check behind here, just that we didn't get any that glitched through to this open cavity that I have. It doesn't seem so. And then I want to double check that there aren't anything up top to worry about. Okay, so that was a huge success for slime, at least, with only a couple Allays bred up in there. Now the more we get, the more XP, the more stuff, right? Everything will go up. When I did this test on creative and turned it into survival mode, I think I got to level like 57 in one potion, which is insane. So we still have a long way. I think every once in a while when I use this, I'll just breed a few and then we'll go from there. But this was a huge success. Let's go ahead and finish decorating. Just do one final walkthrough as it's now all done. We still need a little bit of polish and probably some flower pots. But in the meantime, I got some things that don't require flower pots. That's all done. Now, I learned something new today. You can't open a chest if a trapdoor is above it. How silly is that? So we're storing our slime blocks here and our slime balls here. Eventually I plan on having this very noisy thing be a controlled with hoppers, and hopefully that will help a lot. Oh boy. It's still ridiculous how that works. Let's get our shovel in here for a little bit of repair. Oh, so many slimes, so much XP, and a lot of noise. Now, if we ignore this for a second, or not ignore it, because that is a lot of slime balls. We finished up the bedroom a little bit. I do want to get another armor set in there. We added in iron and buckets so we can start actually collecting all that. But yeah, now in order to get these guys in here with the shelf, I had to remove the shelf, use a piston, push it against this block so then it bounced off the block just enough for the shelf to be placed back in. So many tricks with armor stands, I'm sure I don't know, but that was a fun little one. We mainly just need to get some flower pots in here, and then I think we'll be complete after hooking up that hopper system. But that's all we have time for. The ancient debris honestly took forever, and I'm super excited. Now that we have slime, we can do a first flying machine next episode. Probably with the bamboo. We'll find out. Have a wonderful day, and make it a great one.